drama, Mama. And today we are making a puppet. Actually, we're making a puppet on string, a marionette.
Drama, 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 drama.
You'll need an egg carton, at least one, and it has to be made out of cardboard. And you'll need yarn and a needle and thread. It can be yarn, it can be fishing line, it can be thread, just something to sew with. All right, let's do this drama mama programa, Ohana, our first marionette.
All right, so we start with cardboard egg cartons and some paint and a brush. And we just work that paint and brush into every crevice of those egg carton bottoms. It's so fun to paint, but if for some reason you don't have paint, you can completely, perfectly, wonderfully make this project without paint. And hey, maybe you want to try crayons or markers or stickers or something else. But painting is fun, so if you have the paint, you could go for that too. Painting is also kind of messy, so be sure to clean up when you're done and let the cartons dry. Once they're dry, you can start cutting each of those egg cups out, one at a time. It'll take a little bit. Take your time. This is all part of the fun process. Maybe you want to rip them. But cutting will keep them nice and neat and keep the size consistent. All right, drama mama programa. And now comes the sewing part. You can use any kind of thread, but I like using yarn because it doesn't get tangled up as much as threads or fishing line. Now is the time we use the beads, and we start stringing them one by one down that yarn. It's knotted at the bottom so the beads won't fall off, and you can choose the colors and create any pattern you might want. This will be the rattle on the snake's tail. Excellent! And now we start sewing the body together. And we're going to push that needle right through those cardboard egg cups. You can see you can change the direction. They can go any direction you want. You could even make the needle enter through the sides of the cups. This is time for your creative ingenuity. Okay, now finally we've taped 2 of these cups together. I happen to have blue tape and blue paint, so that was lucky. And this makes the head. And now I'm going to take one of those plastic tops that comes from a product in our households. You could use a spoon or the cap from honey or a cleaning product, and end with the thread coming out the top of the head. There we go. Next, we'll do the eyes. I like to layer up the eyes, so we start with a googly, glue it onto one little scrap of felt, and glue it onto a second scrap of felt. Remember, hot glue is hot. It's really hot glue. So be super careful with the hot glue. It does work well though, so just a little dollop will do you to get those eyes glued on to that head. Okay, so now we're going to do the same kind of slip knot we did on the tail, just prevent those beads from sliding out, right here on the mouth to prevent it from sliding out of the head. And I'll bring those beads back, and now rather than a rattle, they could make a long, pattern, colorful tongue. Once you've got the tongue just the way you like it, make your final knots on this string at the end of the beads, and then cut it off so we focus on the beads. Be careful with that needle and put it away safely. Okay, now we cut those 4 yarns that will be crucial to create a marionette. We'll need 4 about the same size, and this is another opportunity for you to get creative. Decide how long you want those strings to be, and then tie one on the original yarn inside the body, close to the head. Count 3, 4, 5 little egg cups, and then tie another yarn on that original yarn in the body. Keep those separate so they don't get all tangled up. Okay, leave some space in the middle of the body. Tie another yarn. Always double knot. Leave a space 3, 4, 5, 6, and tie the 4th and final yarn towards the back of the body. Looking good. There we go. Now for our marionette snake body. Oh, there we go. You could use 2 long spoons, 2 twigs, or 2 chopsticks. 3 different options I'm giving you. I'm going to take away the twigs and the plastic spoons and use the chopsticks, but they all work just fine. So, we're going to tie the yarns, 2 to each chopstick. And again, it's always a double knot. Look at you go! You're almost done building your marionette. Okay, 2 sticks and 4 strings. Well done! Here we have 3 samples. The first with a long body and a cap tongue. The second with a spoon for a tongue. The third with the beads for the tail and a string and a barrette on her head. Great job! I'm so proud of you.
So here's an example. Chopsticks, beads, some googly eyes, and just a few things you might have around your house. And we've got a creepy snake. Or I guess you could call it a dragon and give it wings. Whatever you do, have fun. And we'll see you next time on the Drama Mama Programa.
Drama, 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 drama.